All right, all right, all right. Let's real quick. Let's get out of where I am in the star map. See what I did not too long ago was to go a wandering, if you will. I decided to travel galactic north, way deep into Kurita space. House Kurita does not like me very much. Okay, so let me just pop you off. Because I had saved up a pretty penny. I had saved up quite a lot of money, in fact. Oh yeah, welcome back, everyone, to Mecha Mondays. Uh, I am your host, Fragath, and today we are doing some Mechwarrior 5 again. We're back on track. Sorry about last week for both my Mecha Monday stream last week as well as the stream, the Storytime Saturday stream, which both had to be nixed due to some mistakes being made. Oh, I'm in the hole. I'm in the hole. So what wound up happening? I saved up like better part of 50 million credits, just going around grinding up cash, and selling a lot of things. Mostly selling a lot of things. I wound up selling myself pretty badly. But I traveled way up Galactic North to right around here, this M shape in Kurita space, and they don't like me very much. Not as bad as it could be, but they're not too thrilled with my antics thus far, and there's good reason for that. Because mostly when I've had the opportunity, I've fought against them. Not because I think House Davion is all great, but because House Davion can be a loyal sponsor to the kinds of services a mercenary company of my nature is willing to perform, i.e., murder for a price. All right, so let's see if what it's gonna do, because I've gotta make some money. Oh, so you can uh, you can have a game over due to financial disaster. So I'm gonna go to the market and I'm gonna sell some trash. Inventory. But oh my gosh, was it worth it? Boy, howdy. So I need to get a couple 100,000. Oh no, I want to go into inventory. There we go. Okay, we're gonna sell ourselves kind of some of these. 8 sell. And I'm gonna sell to each of these. Uh, Yikes. This is pretty dire, actually. This is like hole in the bucket territory. I didn't want to sell those. Arrgh. So I came across my first tier 5 weapon, which was rad. Ugh, I hate to do it, but I gotta. I will sell these first. No, I gotta sell at least. Yeah, if I do that, I should be okay. Okay, so basically this stream is going to be me making money back and pulling myself out of the deep hole I carved and nearly ended the game over. Now, the thing is, though, it was worth it. Because I was able to snag an Atlas, a King Crab, a Black Knight, which I will probably never use because I don't like the Black Knight, but it was a hero unit, so I had to. And awesome. Uh, and somewhere along the line, I got an archer. I don't remember buying that, which is sort of scary. But archers are good because they're good learn platforms. But an annihilator as well. And the annihilator is pretty much the be-all, end-all. In this particular title, the annihilator is serious business with an armor score. It's on a par with the Atlas, but it has a more focused and boaty weapon set. I mean, just look at that. Small laser, medium laser, LB10X, small pulse laser, LB10X again, small pulse laser again, medium laser, LV10X, 4 LB10Xs, 4 medium lasers, and some small pulse lasers for flavor. Uh, this thing is a monster in this game. It also has this nice looming cockpit, which, if this were a PvP game, would be a please shoot me here, I crave the sweet caress of death. But in this game, the AI has mostly not been that clever. But yeah, basically you walk up to something and say, howdy ho, neighbor! And you unload on them with 4 LB10X ACs right to the core, and they're dead. They are deceased. So it's been a profitable journey this last week, the few times I've had to play. But now, of course, we have no money. Oh, but there's a rare Jenner for sale. What do I do? So what we're going to do is we're going to start chipping away at this incipient debt. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to save real quick. Which one of these is oldest? You. Actually, that might be the one I'm going to delete. And new and save. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go to the star map. We gotta click on this boy. We gonna do this assassination mission. Set course. We gonna have to kill some dudes in fairly aggressive fashion. Actually, I wouldn't have been in the hole if I hadn't taken the time to repair those assault mechs. So I have assault mechs now. This is the big thing. This is what counts. Battle mechs. Contracts. So we've got an assassination. It's working for Kurita. I don't know who we're fighting against. We're fighting against House Davion, but I don't care. We're still gonna go with salvage, I think. Yeah, because we're still gonna earn a fair bundle. Actually, I kind of need to go for safety cash. Shares, because I'll still get a bundle from him. Tonnage limit of 175, which means this is fairly serious business. Those guys don't have a mech for the simple expedient of me having moved those mechs elsewhere. So I'm going to take the Annihilator because I want to boat this puppy. Next, you're gone. 75 tons. So I could just field the Black Knight and let the AI roll around in that. The alternative is I bring a bunch of lights with me. I'm not super thrilled with that idea. That's a 40-10, so I would need a 35 would be fine, so I can have two. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The cicada is really good at surviving. It's a pretty durable mech for its size and weight. I'm about to fire some of these people because they're not really doing me a lot of good. I do need backup pilots, but probably this dude. Can I fire this dude? No. No. That, yeah, 35 tons. Okay. Put her in a Jenner. The alternative is the spider, but the spider is fragile. I do have the javelin. It's the armor of the javelin 128. It's even lighter. Okay, so what I gotta do now is I gotta go to my battle mechs and I gotta tweak weapon loadouts for. Gotta check this thing. Details. It is armored up. I could in fact reduce armor on the legs and stuff. These, no, they're the arms. Okay, weapon groups, and I'm gonna have to paint it because that's tradition. Let's see. Chain fire. Do. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. Make my medium lasers and my LB10Xs chain fired, and then set all these small lasers as group 3, and I'll probably just leave those as alpha because small lasers don't generate that much heat. Not that worried. Not that worried. Okay, so all this stuff is arm weaponry, and this is not arm weaponry. That is a ton. 5 tons of LB10X ammo. How many rounds are each? Well, you've got 4 guns, so you've got yeah, 40 times 5, 200 total shots divided by 4. Yeah, 50 shots total. Pretty serious. Pretty serious. So the LB10Xs are basically shotguns. Big shotguns. Not huge shotguns, but pretty big shotguns. Um, there are also these solid slug variants, which are basically just a regular AC-10, but better in every conceivable way. Let me do tons and see if I can get one right next to it. Yeah, here we go. Do I have an equivalent? No, I don't have a 3-star. Of course not. That would be too easy. Oh, so something interesting. Somebody went ahead and did some math and weapons testing, and it turns out that machine guns are quite powerful if you boat them. On their own, they're not that impressive. You would, for instance, want to take machine guns over small lasers if you had the opportunity. So there is a fire starter hero variant, I believe, which I saw once and then just was like, ah, I don't like machine guns. This is before I knew this information. Because they fire pretty fast. They fire quite quickly. And they're doing 2.1 second damage per hit. So they can wind up doing some pretty extensive damage per second, considerably more than small lasers, and in fact a bit more than most medium lasers. So if you see that Firestarter hero, consider it. Consider it. Okay, so I think we're set up aside from the lack of garish, horrifying paint job, which we must do. It is necessary. anyone who has watched a Fragath stream before will know that it is not Fragath playing the game unless there's a paint scheme that makes your eyes bleed. I want something with max clash. I want them to regret everything, especially seeing me. Razzle dazzle. Give him the old razzle dazzle. Russell Hagwee. No. 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 Maybe. We will give it blue bones. We will give it, instead of black, let's make it yellow. What does that look like? It looks horrible. I like it. I like it already. I might even leave the red there out of sense of misguided spite. Now we're going to make that like a reddish pink, I think. Nah. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah. Alternatively, I make the bones yellow. Let's try the bones yellow. Let's make this then a blue for contrast, or a green. Make it a little darker. Yeah. Let's make the yellow a bit closer to the orange side of the spectrum. And I think we've got a winner. Thanks, I hate it. Nah, I can't see on the back, and I'm gonna be looking at the back a lot. So now we gotta make this a blue. Yeah, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. I can work with that. Okay, contracts. We've got our tonnage filled up. I am the heaviest thing here, so I've got to do all the work. And it's an assassination mission. So, let's friggin' do this. Actually, what I need to do is I need to get my little unified chat thing up, because I forgot to see that. I apologize, folks. If you've been typing to me, I have not seen it because I am not as clever as I look. My apologies. If you're out there, say something. Gate open.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
This
Weapons
ought to be entertaining.
online.
I'm pretty hyped.
All systems phenomenal.
All systems phenomenal. Why is my mouse doing what it's doing? There we go, that's a bit better. So there's a mouse cursor on there. Ignore that. Oh, actually, what I need to do, enable arm lock. Lock arms and center torso. I am going to have to change that eventually, but right now, there we go. Oh man, I can see that's going to be distracting as hell. The downside, of course, to using a giant, plotty, stompy robot is you're slow. So what I'm going to do is get my dudes to run out there and lure things closer.
Target acquired. Enemy eliminated. Target destroyed.
Holding a designated position.
Oh yeah, this is kind of suboptimal. What did I hit? Options. Let me check my keybinds. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom. Toggle arm lock. Heat override. Back interact. Let me try getting tab.
Reposition successful, Commander.
Target acquired.
My kill. We found our primary target.
Oh boy.
Let's go get him.
So things aren't going well, because my controls are all frigged up, because I decided I'd be a clever boy.
Engaging with Lance.
How badly are my allies screwed, I think is the question now. Yeah, because I have to click and drag right now, and that's just not working for me. Let me alt-tab out. Let me alt-tab back in. That's a little better.
Combat squad. Taking heavy damage.
Oh boy. So I'm going to have to do this in the hardest... Oh, cool.
Got our target. Nicely done.
Wow, my allies put in work there.
Got another one.
Are we... Evidently not done. I saw someone shoot from over there. Oh boy. What do we got? We got lights.
Target down. Let's get that thing.
This is horrendous. And I apologize for everyone who has to watch this right now. Something has already scragged one of my friggin' parts.
Target acquired.
I got it.
Well, I haven't lost any weapons yet. If I lose one of the LB-10Xs, I'm going to be pretty upset. But I'm hurting. You know what? I'm about to, like, quit out and re-enter. Because this is basically unplayable.
Target acquired.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Target
Enemy eliminated.
Yeah, no, I gotta. This is not working. So give me a sec, folks. I do want to quit. Reopen the game. This is really embarrassing. Note to self, the game is not alt-tab friendly. Even a little bit. Ah, loud noises. Okay. Let's, I could have maybe tried setting it to like full screen versus borderless full screen, and then back again. Load. Show me my LOADs. Yeah, here we go. Autosave. Mission. There we go. So now we're going to do this right. But you saw how quickly I was able to fire those friggin' things. This is going to be great. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, yeah. They are medium ballistic mounts. They're not largest, so I couldn't put like 4 AC-20s on here even if I wanted to, which I would. Or Gausses, for that matter. I haven't encountered a single Gauss rifle at this point, or Gauss weapon. And those are really nice in this game because they don't have the obnoxious charge up that
Prepare for battle axe departure.
that they do in Mechwarrior Online. They're not quite hit scan. That is, they're not instantaneous hit, but they are
Reactor
very
online.
fast
Sensors
projectiles.
online. Weapons online.
Definitely the
All
weapon of
systems
choice
nominal.
for getting headshots
Our targets
and
have
blowing
given our
cockpits.
nothing but problems. We've been hired as a
Alright, so
solution.
again,
Find them and
disadvantage
put
is
them
that
down
I
for
am
good.
sluggish.
We'll be on standby to evac you once the job is done.
Okay. So that spiked my heat pretty good, but if I'm chain firing, this should not really be an issue. No jump jets, but who needs jump jets when you're just a big burly boy?
Target acquired.
I got it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
No medium pulse lasers, so what I might do is put medium pulses on this thing, which will make heat management a little trickier.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm probably going to remove the small lasers because I don't really need them.
My kill.
So we are going to go over this way, lure out that light mech.
We found our primary target. Let's go get him.
This is not a light mech. That is a Shadow Hawk. That is a medium. Just gotta lead a little bit.
Alpha squad, reporting heavy damage.
Hostile destroyed.
Got our target.
Okay. Oh.
Done.
Oh, what was that? That hurt. So, something's shooting at me. Looks like that was an AC-2. There's stuff that just dropped down here,
Target acquired.
so I need to kill them real quick. Oh dear. There's a couple of them here.
Target acquired.
This thing is not going down.
Enemy mech.
I'm not getting the kinds of hits I'd like, but...
Target down.
Oy. Still have all them? Well, I still have armor on, I should say.
Incoming missile.
Enemy eliminated.
So, biggest disadvantage, ow,
Target
Mech has been dispatched.
with these LB-10Xs is that they spread damage a lot. So if I had AC-10s instead, I would be like slamming things down like a small child having a temper tantrum with a bunch of like toy cars.
target acquired.
So even that went pretty well. So the difficulty is they might throw like a medium or heavy at me again. I'm gonna have them shoot at that because that thing can plink at me and I really can't plink at it. What's my ammo doing? 228? I'm at like almost half ammo, I think.
Target.
Yeah.
So I am hurting, but provided I don't lose any limbs, we should be fine.
Target acquired.
Or you. Another Shadowhawk, I think. Yeah.
Target identified, Commander. Put them down. Looks like we've got them all. We fulfilled our contract, Commander.
My
Let's get out of
allies
here
actually
now.
look like they're doing okay, which is great. So I just have to find the exit. Just back that way. All the way back that way. My back is pretty beat up. I didn't lose any components. It's all superficial. What I may do is swap this.
Target acquired.
We're on your target, Commander.
Yeah, go for the legs. I double dog dare you, dude. My allies will take care of that. I'm not too worried. Yeah, the cicada's doing fine. The cicada's like, psh, I don't care. I walked into the Valley of the Shadow of Death and I came out fine. The Jenner might have lost a component somewhere, but I don't know. Actually, I think at worst it took structural damage, so I'm not really concerned there. And I still have a boatload of ammo left. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to set up a all alpha all the time, or all alpha strike loadout. So, like, so if I hit the 4 key, everything explodes. I don't think anything can survive that, except for maybe an Atlas, a King Crab, really any assault mech will probably survive all of my guns firing on it at once, but I will probably overheat, in fact, out of interest. Ah, it doesn't even get me up to 50% heat. That's pretty good. And it sounds like God slamming his car door in frustration. I like it. Okay, so that's the Annihilator, ladies and gentlemen. That thing is a beaut. I'm probably going to take out my King Crab and Atlas on subsequent missions as well, just to see how those go. Because the King Crab has dual AC-20s, which is bonkers. There's a spider, which I'm going to sell for money, which is more than they would have given me. There's a good reason we did what we did. A petty, unprovoked attack on our forces. Truly cowardly. Do what you gotta do, bro. Believe what you've got to believe to get through the day. Alright. I only have one share left, so we're gonna go with this medium laser. Yeah. Oh, good. They skilled up. That's very nice. He only took structural, or she only took structural damage. That's very good. That's very good. There are apparently hero pilots as well. I have not encountered any of them, so I'm pretty excited for that. I'm not sure where to go to find those. So I am. Wait, where'd that spider go? Is that in my cold storage? Yeah, it's in my cold storage. So I've got to swap something out. Possibly my awesome. More likely my javelin. I'm not a huge fan. Javelins are fragile. That's my main gripe, is it's fragile. It's a decent weapons platform, but it's just too fragile. Do I have any 30 tonners, though? Yes, I've got the spider. That should be fine. That should be fine. Spider is somehow less fragile. Confirm. And we'll move you in here. We're going to go to edit loadouts. We're going to scrap drag all this trash. Actually, strip armor, strip mech, which is going to reduce its value. I'll repair the structure on it so someone only has to stock it with armor. That is going to lose me a bit of cash, but no valid offensive weapon, and it is undertonned. Well, duh. Start work, and then we will sell that poopy. It's the 5V. Make sure you don't sell the other one. We're gonna go, and it should just be structural damage. I've got, or not structural, but yeah, and it is. Left leg got hit kind of hard. I almost lost both of my arms, which is scary. Actually, those look like they are larges, aren't they? No, those are mediums. Can I put on an AC-20 in here? No, I can't. I don't want to burst fire on there. If I'm gonna do an LBX-10 or an AC-10, I'm just gonna put straight AC-10s on there. Yeah, I did take some serious hits though. That is expensive. Cicada is gonna be comparatively cheaper. But I took no structural damage. The Jenner did take some structural damage, so repair all. Let's just do that. As you can see, I'm having some cache difficulties. Details. Start and star map. Okay, lots of defenses, lots of raid contracts. Raids are hazardous. There's a demolition and assassination here. I should probably do that. Maybe I should have just straight up sold the spider. How much does it cost to get there? 200k? That should be long enough to repair everything I've got, I think. Even if it's not, that's okay, because we'll just take out the Atlas or the King Crab. Probably the King Crab, I'm thinking. King Crabs are nice because they're able to do a bit of everything. Let's see. These are both pretty good payouts. 16 salvage shares, so if I get like a medium mech from this, that'll be pretty great. Let's go to market. Oh, there's a blackjack. I like blackjacks. They're a nice platform. They are a very nice platform. Battle mechs. Let's see what still needs to be done. How much longer on you? I cannot tell. Oh, one day. Okay, I'm gonna take this contract. That should get me pretty much back in the green. 175 tonnage. So I'm going to trade you out for my king crab. I like the king crab. What I might actually do is go down to just having one ally. But I've got to deal with all these other things. More's the pity. Because the Black Knight could put in work. Alright, so we're basically going to do what we did last time. I'm just going to go and double check my loadout on this thing. Should be dual AC-20s, a large laser, and... I truthfully don't remember the other thing. LRM-15, okay. So the King Crab is an interesting chassis. It's very arm-oriented, and they're fairly hard to kill due to their profile. Their profile makes them a bit tricky to murder. I'm gonna make that chain fire. I'm gonna make that my 1. I'm gonna make you my 3, and we're going to have an alpha. Apply. Yeah, okay. So let's paint it. Let's do just something real quick and dirty. This doesn't have JJs, does it? No. I don't know that you can even give these JJs. Oh, that's right. The Franken gives it the little goofy crab face. I forgot about that. Is that tiger crab? Nah, I think we will just give him the old razzle dazzle. Simple and to the point. And for this, we are going to do a whole lot of a boom, a boom. AC-20s are fun. Just getting some more water in me.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
The
systems
one
nominal.
difficulty that king crabs have are their arms are the source of their
The more locations
really
on the
big
map
guns.
are the most likely areas where we'll find them. Be careful, as they have many supporters in the area that are more than willing to die for their cause.
Alrighty, are we going the wrong way? We are indeed going the wrong way. So we are going to turn right around. How many tons of ammo do I have? I have 40 rounds total, which I think is only 2 tons. A little frightening. It just means that we don't want to miss. Unfortunately, this is not a super long mission, so I'm not all that concerned. I've got a large laser. I might put my ER large on this thing. Ow! Wow, what was that?
Target acquired.
I got it!
He did. He did. And I have lerms. Actually, if I have a large pulse laser, I'd probably... Yeah, what the devil?
Target acquired.
Target down.
Target destroyed.
It's alarm 15, right? Yeah, alarm 15, not alarm 20, but that's okay. Don't need
Target
alarm 20.
acquired. Destroyed.
Alright, so we are ready to prowl. And just one-shot that poor guy. Ow!
There they are, Commander. Take them out and let's get the hell
Where
out
are
of
they?
here.
I don't see them. They're over that way. They must be behind rocks or something. I have this jaunty little walk.
Eliminated.
I'm just dancing. I got the moves like Jagger, fool!
Target destroyed.
Where are you? Step behind a rock, dude. Ah, there you are. You're about to have a bad day, my friend.
My kill.
Would that I had hit him anywhere useful. Like, I don't know. Oh, that's a bad miss. I did not want to do that.
Focusing the shared target.
Destroyed.
Kill confirmed.
Got him. I am hurting. My ally is hurting pretty bad too at the moment. Okay, gotta start metering out my ammunition.
Target acquired.
Enemy eliminated.
Part of me.
Target
Ah, no.
destroyed.
Okay,
Target
I hit
destroyed.
one button off where I wanted to do on that. Oh yeah, the Jenner's hurt pretty bad. Might have lost an arm. I don't think I had anything important on the Jenner, so it's okay. And away we go. Don't break a leg. Did I take any leg damage there? Not much. Not much. But yeah, all your big guns are in your hands, usually, for a king crab. So things wind up eventually taking your arms off. You've got a ton of armor. But eventually, they will chip away. Killed Captain Red. All his lances.
Target
Lance
destroyed.
mates. So when I crest this hill, I am likely to have some serious issues. So I'm gonna not do that. Alrighty. He's right on the other side of that hill. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Target acquired.
Oh, buddy. That's a PPC. That's a miss. Not hit his head very well.
Heat critical.
Problems with this loadout is it is very heat intensive.
Firing on the commander's requested target.
Incoming missile. Heat critical. Target
Got our men.
Got him.
Good job.
I think that might have been a headshot.
That's the last of them, Commander. Now let's pack it in.
That's a bunch of enemies dropping right on my head.
target acquired.
That was a miss that I could not afford.
Incoming missile.
jeez.
System offline.
That's not good. That's not good. I need to get out of here. I'm moving out of here. Hell with it.
Incoming missile.
Oh, that Centurion is still kicking. Yeah, I'm just gonna run out of here. Hell with it. I don't know where my lance is. I am coming in hot. That's my leg. Don't break my leg. Don't break my back either. That would be really bad. So right now I'm sort of serpentining. Form on me, please. I think they just got stuck up that hill and now they don't know what to do. Okay, we're alive. It's all good. Whoo! If I do get a griffin out of that, I am going to sell it for parts. Sell it for cash, whatever. Parts and cash. Cash and parts. We took a beating there. Oh, and we got it. Yes. This is how we make money, folks. This is making bank. That is the PPC Griffin. I already have one of those, so I can sell it with absolutely no reservations at all. Would I like to take its PPC and sell that too? Yes. Do I have the shares for it? Absolutely not, so we're not going to worry about it. We good. We are good. We are going to have to spend most of the cash we just earned in repairs. They did not quite lose their arm, but they might have lost a weapon. I took some serious structural hits. But I did level up my ballistic skill, which is good. They leveled up their evasion. I'd really like to see if someone's got some stats on how all that stuff works. Okay. Where do we go? Let me move this Black Knight. Yeah, I've got to free up 2 slots. I gotta free up 2 slots, so let me... Where's that Griffin? There's that Griffin. Yeah. Oh, wow, and I can keep his PPC and everything. Neat. Neat. I kind of want to use the Archer at some point, because I haven't really had the opportunity to do a learn boat. Probably I'll put the Black Knight away. It's gonna cost a small fortune to rearm it, though. Erg. More's the pity. Actually, isn't there a dedicated Black Knight paint scheme? How do you get the paint schemes for these hero mechs? Because I know they're around somewhere. Whatever. It's either that or the spider, and that spider build isn't totally terrible. It's kind of obnoxious that they only give you so many slots to work with at any given time, but it does make sense. So I'm going to... Yeah. Oh, okay, they were only damaged, they weren't destroyed. That's what counts. Because you do not want to lose that stuff. Expensive. Either that or my awesome, because I don't know that I'm going to whip out the awesome just yet. Even though awesomes are good, like, they're a great middle ground. They're just a giant walking target most of the time is the problem. They are that. They are very definitely a walking target. Edit loadout. Scraps. Do. Let's strip armor. Strip mech. Yeah, I did get a headshot kill. That's very nice. AC-20s are pretty good for that. Okay. And we're going to make quite some money off of that. Start work. That's going to be 50 days to do it, but we're going to make some serious money off of that deal. Let's go to the market. Go to our inventory and sell this spider right here. It's not going to sell for a lot because I've stripped it out, but it's still money in the bank. Can I just straight up sell that griffin? I wonder. Would it let me? It wouldn't let me, would it? It might, yeah. Well, we'll see how much it is at the end. Not enough, probably. Okay. So that frees up a mech slot too, which is good. Oh, I need to do my repairs. I want to see how bad it was. How bad did we get beat? A little structural damage, nothing serious. These would have been more problematic. But even those seem basically intact. Oh, it was just a leg in the center torso? Interesting. Interesting. Boom. Extremely expensive to repair assault mechs after they've done their jobs, which is get out there and get beat. Repair, start, and repair, start. Okay. So contracts. We've got a demolition as well. And for this, I'm probably going to do the Atlas, because the Atlas is a baller. What did that come to? That's a difference of 140 versus... You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Normally I wouldn't. Yeah. Damage coverage you generally want to avoid. I know that much. But I have been taking some serious hits, and I am likely to take some serious hits again. Demolition missions can be extremely hectic and very hazardous. It's another 175 ton limit, but I'm going to do that because I might make slightly better bank that way. Okay, so let's equip our... Where are you, Atlas? Atlas. So I've already basically... I'm set for late game now. I will be able to fill up 3 slots with 100 tonners, which is pretty phenomenal. I don't have a 25-ton mech, though. I do have a 75-ton, so we can do a duo. Let's do a duo. Why not? And for this Black Knight, let's paint him. This is, of course, an integral part of the Fragath streaming experience, is painting our mechs, or painting our everything, really. Paint. Buccaneer? Not really. Let's revert. I could have sworn there was a way to do. Hero mech design paint schemes. There were some of them out of there. Maybe it's only on certain hero mechs. Yeah, like if I got a Yenlo Wang and I couldn't have his trademark Rising Sun uh, iconography, I'd be peeved, to be honest. Maybe it's a. I wonder if that could be. If it's like a hero themselves thing, and you need a hero pilot. But yeah, this dude looks classy. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do. Let's make you a faded blue, I think. Oh, we've just made a Union Jack. I'm not sure about all that. I'm not sure about all that, but I'm also not sure that I don't want to do it. We're done. We have our Union Jack. Black Knight. Okay. So, confirm Lance. And, oh, right, right. I need to do the same for my Atlas. I have to also double check its loadout. Okay. Quad medium lasers. More ammo than I need. That's a lot of LRM ammo. I might switch one of those out for practically anything else, really. Got some great cooling, though. Like, this thing will not overheat. It will take time for that to happen. What I'll probably do when I get a Gauss weapon is I will swap out the AC-20 for that. That is, I think, what I want to do. So let's go to our weapon groups and see what we got here. I'm gonna set these to be chain fires. AC-20, yes. Yeah, I think that's probably good. Yeah. Strictly speaking, I think I have a better SRM6 than a 1. Oh no, inventory, not market. That's why I was confused. I'm like, I know I've got other stuff than that. What's going on here? I do have a better LRM 20. So the difference between a LRM 20, long range missile 20, and an LRM 20 ST, which is a stream, is that it, instead of firing it all in one wad that goes whoosh up and then down in a cluster, is it comes down, it fires them in a stream. The practical upshot is that you wind up ideally getting more missiles to hit a smaller area over time. So if there's something equipped with AMS, it is going to shred a stream apart. So that's the disadvantage there. Like, I've got that spider that has 2 AMS. A stream, even probably a stream 20, would not be very worthwhile at that point because it would just get minced by these twin AMS units. The downside is its fire rate that it claims is there is actually wrong. It is not wholly accurate. So this says it can do, for this LRM 20, here we go, 15.385 rounds per minute. It's the reality of that is pretty close for the regular long range missile 20. However, for the stream, uh, it says it can do 15.385 rounds per minute as well, but uh, it's actually going to not be able to fire until the stream is done coming out. It doesn't start its cooldown. So it's actually quite a few less volleys you can launch with a stream in a comparable period of time. So that is the disadvantage there. Heat-wise, I think they're pretty much on a par, aren't they? Yeah, they're basically equivalent. Um, I do have one tier 4 LRM stream, which does 30 damage. 30 damage if they all hit. Um, that's a lot. It's a lot. But we don't have that. I probably would like to put a stream on there, but we're not going to worry about it. This does not have any large energy mounts, which kind of miffs me. Because I've got, I now have a tier 5 large laser that I do want to put on something. I'll probably put it on my king crab. And I'll show off the stat difference between those two. Actually, I can do that now, can't I? I'm going to just paint this puppy real quick. I painteth thee. I don't want it that red. See, is it just me, or do reds like that kind of show up as orange? Is it? I don't know. That's almost pink, not really red. Oh well. And where is that going in between there? Let's make that a bright green and see what it does. Teal. Yeah, it hurts the eye to look at, but we'll go with it. It's a cooperative game, so bright, obnoxious colors are perfectly fine. Okay. I'm not going to worry about other stuff. So the AI, it seems, is actually very good at using single heavy hitting weapons, more so than it is weapons that you would use for sustainability. So giving them things like PPCs is great. Giving them things like ER large lasers is less so. They're aggressive in very different ways. Oh, it just plopped me on the ground. That's interesting. Okay. This is faster than my Annihilator by a hefty margin. I'm sort of miffed that there's no, like, engine, customization, like in Mechwarrior Online, but I can live with it. Alright, so what I do want to do for this is be a bit careful about positioning. Oh, cool. His iconography changed over his head. I'm not sure if that's to denote what kind of mech they're in or what. Boom! That was excessive, but I've got a ton, well, several tons. I'm an Atlas, I can take the hits. Oh yeah. Aww. Look at that. It's a cute helicopter just floating there like a goofball. Not anymore. You also have Artemis missiles. Ooh, that was a PPC of some kind that just hit me. I don't like that. Oh, there's a mecha up there. I'm gonna tell my ally to take care of that. Oh no. He's got his leg. That's definitely got his leg.
I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
He definitely seem to get a lot more salvage for getting headshots, so I would kind of like to do that. Whereas leg shots don't do it as much as I'm expecting them to do. What's my ally doing? He's okay. This guy, there we go. I'm gonna just pelt the general vicinity with,
I got it.
Target destroyed.
that tank wasn't farting around.
Engaging Tango.
That tank died.
Incoming missile.
So we have to blow up this city, basically. So to that end, I'm just gonna walk through it. I don't give a damn. I just have to avoid anything that looks like it might explode. But you'd be surprised is most things. This place looks pretty civilized, though. So I'm looking for things on the roofs that can blow up. There aren't that many, and I'm not seeing them here.
Target acquired.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go.
Dude,
Keep
can I
at
make
it,
this whole
everyone.
building fall on me? Nope. Gotta reverse out of here. Let's get him there.
Commander.
Oh, that's a lot of aircraft. That looked like an explodey thing. Aww. I don't like your basketball teams in space. Get out. Oh, these look like they explode. They do. They absolutely explode.
Got another one. The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
I'm not gonna use an AC-20 on this stuff. There's just no point. Something exploded in there. I hope it's not hurting me. You made a terrible mistake. Oh, that's an Irby. I won't have it.
Target destroyed.
He did.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Oh, those hurt. I don't want it. I don't want. He's right. I believe the fuel tank did, in fact, just detonate. Okay, so my ally's hurting kind of badly, so I'm gonna tell him to form on me. This is tricky. So what makes these hard is they tend to start throwing escalating numbers of enemies at you, and that can get real dangerous real fast. Right now, this is pretty small fare, but I've seen videos where people are trying to take down even smaller cities than this, and they just keep dropping like 4 mechs on their heads, which, as you can imagine, gets real dangerous real fast.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We're almost done here. Only only 6% health left. 4%. 3%. Whatever this thing is down here, it looks like a McDonald's. Oh, no, not Space McDonald's. Oh, good zoo.
All power signatures gone. No one's going to be able to
I don't
destroy
eat fast
Mecha
food.
Mondays quite so
I'm an
quickly. Time
Atlas.
to get out of here, Commander.
Oh, get back here.
Right arm lost.
You're done.
Target destroyed.
Right arm lost? That's bad. Don't lose limbs. I have to run down this highway. Okay, that's a click away. Oh boy. Jeez, dude. It's definitely better to have multiple mechs with you than just one. I took 0 structural damage, though my center torso is hurting. In terms of armor coverage, that's armor piffle. Who cares, right? Okay. $5 says when I try walking through here, it all explodes in my face. Yeah. Glad I didn't walk right into that. That wall, though? Don't care about that wall. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Form on me, chump. What are you doing over there? The AI pathing, that is to say, where the AI walks and goes, is extremely suspect. It does what it wants,
Complete, Commander. Let's
and
go
it
on.
doesn't do a good job of it. For a second there, I was worried that that was an enemy dropship that had landed and stayed there right under the objective, just waiting for me to get close before it dropped, like, I don't know, an awesome in front of me, and I'd be like, uh-oh. I have to shoot that. Fortunately, that's not what happened, so we're good. Alrighty. Share cost value. 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? I can make more money by picking lots of these. Actually, just I don't know what components were lost by what's his face, so I have to check that. Oh, his entire arm, almost lost his leg. Spectacular. Okay, so what weapons did you lose, dude? What do I now have to pay out? Oh, you lost a PPC, you son of a bitch. PPCs are expensive, bro. Gosh dang it. Well, I do have replacements, so that's not so bad. Ah, here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is the comparison. So here's a tier 0 large laser. 5 tons, 8 damage. Can shoot 9.709 times in a minute. Generates 7.2 heat and has a max range of 540 meters. Right below it, I've got a tier 5 large laser, which is 5 tons, deals 10.4 damage for the sustained duration of the beam, has a rate of fire of 13.953 rounds per minute, generates just shy just a hair more than half the heat, and has something like half again the max range. So tier 5s, they're kind of worth it. Actually, the real comparison would be between a tier 4 and a tier 5. And even that is a substantial improvement. Like, none of the other tier jumps are quite as massive. But then again, you get very few tier 5 weapons. They're the equivalent of like a unique or a legendary in other contexts. So let me find a PPC. I do have some replacements, so that's not that bad, but it does cheese me off a bit that the AI would lose something as valuable. Ooh, it has engine double heat sinks. That's pretty good. Let me get a medium laser on here. Not a valuable one. Thank you very much. And let's do repair work. Repair all. Click. I'm not even sure why I have an SRM2 equipped on there. That's a good question. I'm going to put those things in its feet. We don't care about feet. I haven't seen many ammo crits. I have been subject to one. In this case, an ammo crit being where the AI winds up shooting out, blowing up ammo by shooting at a component, which happens usually when the component is destroyed. And let's edit loadout just to see how bad the damage was. Yeah, took a lot of damage to my torso. My arms came out basically fine. Yeah, no, I was in no real danger. Though if I'd taken more hits to the rear, I could have had a problem. So we're gonna repair all. Just kind of cringe at the cost. Okay. So with that, how many more days on you? Does it say? It does not. Have to go to home to check. That's still another 44 days out. So right now I've got enough room to breathe monetarily. So I am going... I'm not seeing anything special there. I'm not seeing anything special there. Sometimes you have to actually be in the system for that stuff to pop up, though. Doing this Marlowe's Rift is something I should do to make some cash. But this is going to want me to take a side. And what I can do is 34 days. That'll get most of my stuff set and ready for that to start. Yeah, you know what? You know what? That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what the comparative rewards are. We're going to go from there. Yikes. Expensive. Losing like $500,000 at a whack. It's pretty rough. Or $1 million at a whack if you include my repair and rearms. And because this is all a war zone, everything's more expensive. Repair and rearming. So I'm going at this point to save. I'm gonna save onto that one because that's what we're doing. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to home. All right. So what do we got? We got 3 rewards, 348 sea bills, 2 rewards. I think I'm gonna have to go with Kurita. I'm not gonna worry about that. I am going to go with Kurita because you know what? I get more rewards out of it, so why not, right? But it's a defense mission. For Davion, what do I do? I have to destroy facilities. Ick. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to defend, though. I really, really don't. Alright, we'll try it. Let's go to... View system. Okay, so I have to travel over that way. They're not even going to cover my travel costs, because of course they're not. Whatever. Whatever, dude. I don't even care. On the plus side, this should let me earn some, get back into the good graces of Kurita a little bit. They've got some good stuff up north, whereas Davion didn't. I haven't done a travel into the deep south, so maybe they do for all I know. Okay, let's go to the market, because that Griffin should be ready to sell. Here we go. Other than stripping weapons off, I should probably just do that. Is just strip any weapons that might be valuable and just sell the mech as is, where is. Because I'm not getting much back for doing that, for any of the other stuff. Okay, so that made me back some fair, a solid chunk of cash. Okay. I assume that's against Davion, right? Difficulty 20. Yikes. So they want me to attack something. That 175 tonnage limit is going to just be the death of me, I can tell already. So one of the advantages of going with Davion, if I were to go with Davion, is that I would be able to get much better salvage payouts and whatnot. But I want to see what these guys are offering for weapons, and then we'll just go back to the save if need be. It's not a big deal. Alright, so we're attacking something, so that's fine. I like attacking things. Attacking things is easy. Get the cicada in here. I gotta fire one of these pilots, I really do. You. How do I fire a pilot? Barracks. Pilot roster. Here we go. I can't dismiss. Oh well. Where's that 25? Here we go. I'm gonna dismiss you. Pilots wind up requiring more money the higher ranked they are. Which is a bit frustrating. But totally expected. Because they expect compensation for their services. So you, I don't know. You're gone. That'll save me some money. But I do need to keep a couple spare pilots around. You I can get rid of. And I will keep you and I'm tempted to get rid of you too, actually. Because let's face it, you're limited. But that only leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll keep them for now. Anything interesting in their market out of interest? No. Not at all. Okay. Contracts. That leaves me with 35 tons to work with. Ick. Oh. Alternatively, I go in there with It's 1 ton over, really. Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Nord. Okay. Give you the archer then. Give you... will that be enough? Shoot. Well, that's going to be hairy. That is going to be hairy. I might be better off with an assault mech, honestly. Well, let me check weapon groups on this thing. Let's check weapon groups. Hoo boy. Oh, it does have an AC5 on there somewhere. I didn't know that. Where is that? That's on the left arm. Okay. Interesting. I mean, this thing is just loaded with guns. I am very pleased with that. What is it? He's heating. Its heating is kind of a doozy. So you just have to be exceedingly careful. So let's go to weapon groups. Let's see. Jeez Louise. Let's make the AC5 and the PPC chain fired. Let's get our mediums on there and chain fire them. Trying to condense these things so that they're actually gonna work in my favor. Make that chain fired as well. I can just double tap, it's not a problem. I am gonna leave that as chain fired, and then I think I can make that work. They kind of function on different operational ranges, but I think I can make this work. This is going to be hectic. This is going to be hectic. I have not used this mech before. I also have to paint my allies here. The archer, paint mech. I'll go with something basic, like, I don't know, House Marek. And for the spider paint, give it something that stands out just a little bit. Like Rasselhag. Doesn't stand out as much as I'd like. And since I'm fighting Davion stuff, I do need it to not be with blue, if possible, because Davion has like yellow and blue all over the place. Where's Davion? Where's Davion? What's the Davion color scheme? Yeah, red, white, and blue. So we want to avoid that. Yeah, I guess I could go with Kurita. Why not? Apply. Okay, let's do it. Confirm. This is gonna be messy. Let's do this. I'm excited. This Black Knight is gonna have some serious heat problems, but we're gonna try and work with it. Fortunately, at least it's all range. Oh, I'm so scared.
There goes the stealth option. No point wasting any time. Get in there and give them hell.
Oh man, it feels so good to actually move at speed after playing as assault mechs. Hello, hello, hello. That's the wrong button. It's okay. It's just an AC-5. I do have ammo for it, so... And a fair amount of it, too.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
So, we have to attack this location. Which involves what exactly? That was the wrong button.
Enemy eliminated.
Target destroyed.
Target identified.
There we go.
Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
I'm going in third person, so I just have a slightly easier time actually seeing things. Oops.
Heat critical.
So here's that heat problem.
Acquired.
Target received. Engaging.
That's the wrong way. I'm about to lose one of my legs, probably. So they're shooting at him. On the plus side, because this thing can equip a bunch of large weapon mounts, I could like make this a triple PPC.
Hostile mech down.
Acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Incoming missile.
Mech has been dispatched.
Heat critical.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone. Target down. I'm showing heavy damage to a number of the facility structures. We appear to be about halfway there.
Target acquired.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
No! Please shoot that.
Firing.
Target destroyed.
There we go. All these ankle biters. Alright, we just have to go this way. Very good. So that spider got shellacked. It lost a lot. It lost a limb. I hope it didn't lose any AMS, because I don't have any replacements for those. So that could have gone worse. Could have gone better, but it could have gone worse. I didn't lose any weapons. Freeman came out fine. He barely got touched because he wasn't shooting anything like a dork. So Branham got shellacked, but spiders are kind of fragile even on the best of days. And they're kind of good at getting right up in things' faces and shooting them a lot. So we'll see. If it lost any AMS, that's going to be a problem, because I don't have any way to replace that. AMS being anti-missile system, so hopefully they weren't destroyed, but only damaged. We'll see. If it took like a ammo crit and something exploded, then yeah, it's probably toast. We'll see. Can I take it? I can take it. And I will. That leaves me with 2 available, which I will use to take that worm 10. Not too bad. Not too bad. Davion lost comparable standing, which is a bit irksome. Oh yeah, definitely lost an AMS. Shit. Okay. That's a problem. Shit. Yeah, that's what happened, is it had an ammo crit. That's awful. I don't have any replacement AMS. I am this close to just reloading, because I can't replace that component at all. I'm gonna reload. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna do the. No, that's the entered system, isn't it? Whatever. I can reload. It's technically save scumming, but anti-missile systems right now are not common. I have not seen any anywhere. Otherwise, I would have grabbed some. I mean, they're rare in this game in general, but they're rare right now in particular. Oh, star map. Where are we? Yeah, okay. Definitely getting that. Alright, let's just sell this damn thing. Let's just sell this freaking. Where's that griffin? Here it is. Let's sell that griffin. Let's. Tweak our loadouts here just a bit. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to do the cicada plus Jenner combo again. I mean, it works. I can't argue with it. And being in an assault mech means I just kind of blow stuff up and giggle, which I think is what we're going to do here, is blow stuff up and giggle. Or giggle and blow stuff up. I'm not too picky, actually. Might go with an archer, because that'll allow me to up the tonnage of something, anything at all. You can actually go up by 10 tons. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty stompy thing. I just have to make sure that when I'm engaging at range, because I do not have the murder power that I otherwise would. Okay, let's do it. This way, though, I'll be able to... I'll just change my weapons loadout on the fly. It's no big deal. I meant to change paint schemes. I meant to do a lot of things. Okay, Lerm 20s. You're good.
Well, there goes the stealth option. No point wasting any time.
Okay,
Get in
we're
there
good.
and give 'em hell.
So, we've got a couple medium lasers, big deal. They're not great, but they do work. Most of my work here is going to be shooting Lerm 20s at things at long range. So I'm tempted to do is tell my boys and girl to go over that way. Go
Target acquired.
over that way.
Target
Clank.
destroyed.
Wasteful, yes. Care, no. Ah, you died.
Target acquired.
Am I out of this? Come on.
Target destroyed. Target
Lerm 20s are quite heat costly as well. They run hot.
destroyed. Target destroyed. Target
I'm here, Commander.
acquired. Target destroyed.
So what I'm going to do, I just have to get a decent overlook here, is tell them to go F1, F3.
There's no path to that location, sir.
F1, F3,
Lead on, Commander.
F1, F3.
Negative, no reading
Of
available.
course not.
We're rolling to rendezvous.
So what I want to do
Target destroyed.
is tell them to go ahead of me, because that way it's going to make enemies pop up on my radar, and I can kill them from another zip code. This is typically regarded as a good thing. It's just a turret, yeah, it's going to go down, no problem.
Repositioning.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, so now you get to see a Lerm mech in its natural habitat, which is on a hill doing this stuff.
Enemy eliminated.
Heat critical. Target
Mech has been dispatched.
heat critical. Target destroyed.
We've got your target, Commander.
What's it doing? It's doing bad, so we're gonna...
Target acquired. Target
Tango destroyed.
Nice, good shot.
There it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
Moving with the lance.
target acquired.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system.
And so it shall be. Yeah, they're doing fine for health. I'm worried about the,
Target acquired.
hunchback.
Target destroyed.
What's shooting it? You made a terrible mistake.
On station.
get close, that's when problems start. So I am not well spec'd.
Integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
Heat critical.
It's a durable tank. I'm about to shut down.
New target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Copy, we're on it, sir.
Please shoot that.
Target destroyed.
Thank you.
Target acquired.
This is just further evidence that giving your AI allies things like AC-20s is not a terrible plan. It is not a bad idea at all, provided they can just, you know, not get themselves killed or the component destroyed. I have spare AC-20s, so that's not that bad if it does happen. Walk through it. Those are expensive.
Commander, just keep smashing.
That should do it. That went much better. Okay.
I guess there's no more reason to hang around. Let's get you out of here,
I'm
Commander.
not a Kurita fan, but at the same time, they were offering more things. Oh, 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 oh,
Target acquired.
no. Where are you? Laser platform. Well,
Destroyed.
you were a laser platform. Spider almost lost all its armor.
Target acquired. Target
Ah,
destroyed.
heck with it. Let's just get the mission over with. Part of me is like, kill all the things, and the rest of me is like,
Prepare for evac.
do I need to? Yeah, I blew something like 500 odd missiles on that, which is fine. If it wouldn't take a while to rearm 2 streams, I probably would do that. Stream versions of the Lerm 20s. Oh, hey, look at that. Some locusts. I will take this one. And that leaves me with 2 slots free, which I will use on, say, a Lerm 10 there. You took some damage on the arm, so I may have to replace a component there, which would be unfortunate. Usually you're okay, provided the limb is still intact. Any weapons on here I want to salvage? Let's face it, no. I'm just gonna sell a damn thing. And load out, how bad? How bad? Oh, they went after the wrong arm. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Repair all. Start wake. Begin the wake. And it load out. Took some damage to the medium laser. That's not a problem. Again, I have spares of those, and it didn't get destroyed, so it's okay. Did take some serious hits to its structure, though. And let's go to me in my archer, edit loadout. And I only took armor damage. The archer, I believe, is a heavy mech, though, so they are naturally pretty durable. Not immensely so, but enough so that they are stuff like that. No problem. Let's go to that black market. Let's go to the battle mechs. Let's go to the inventory. Which fire starter are you? You are a fire starter with 2 machine guns. I do want to get that fire starter hero mech when I have the chance. There are advantages, you know, to having a locust. And that's not the worst locust in the world, but I'm not taking it. Oh. Whatever. I don't care enough. I need the money. Okay. Contracts. Sorry, man. Where's the next one? Oh, it's Gandhi's Luck. That is a raid contract. Gonna head on there. I am going to have to wait for that refit, I think, on one of them. Probably. Looked like 2 of them did get finished, though, which is good. Repairing armor is usually pretty quick. That's like 1 area travel away. Let's see. How many days away? 1 day. I can wait for that. Contracts. And what are we doing here? The 41st Avalon Hussars have pushed into Combine territory and are on the verge of claiming several systems. Much to our shame, their efforts have been successful, but their arrogance will be their downfall. They've set up an ammunition depot on one of the worlds that belongs to us. Destroy the depot so that we may greatly neuter the 41st's effectiveness in this invasion. Guess what we're doing? We're neutering things. Hot. I think we could probably just do the same thing we did before, really. Gonna do the 1 wait. We're gonna confirm our lance. We are going to advance. No, there's no barracks. Is there a market here, I wonder? There's a tree bucket. A trebuchet. Who cares? Yeah, nothing worthwhile there. That's fine. Oh, we're in 3020 already? Oh, jeez Louise. There is unfortunately no actual clan invasion, so if you drag out the in-game clock until 30, 55, 58 or whenever, you will not encounter clan stuff. It's not in there. Who knows? Maybe they'll do an expansion. Shrug. I don't know how profitable the game has been. I have no idea. Yeah, she put in work with that AC-20. She would just be like, that's a small mech. I don't like it. Pop! And the locust goes, boop, falls over and dies. It's a good feeling. Alright, this is, I think, going to have to be the last mission for me today, though. So let's make it a good one, huh? Let's find out what House Kurita is giving me here.
Reactor online.
Destroy
Sensors
targets at
online.
all locations. Well, that's why we have
Online.
lerms.
All systems
Is to
nominal.
destroy things.
The 41st Avalon Hussars are making a hard push into Draconis-controlled planets.
Ooh,
We'll let
hard
the
push
official
as opposed to
Puritan
a
forces
soft
handle
push.
them head on. But in the meantime, we're tasked with going behind their front line and crippling their ammo stashes. Let's get in and out quickly. I don't want to spend too much time out here.
That's fair. I like how it was saying that this was going to be somehow a defense contract, the whole thing, defending House Kurita, and it's really not turned out that way. It has been me going places and stomping on things. I might just have to be a House Kurita boy. I don't know.
Target down.
Oh? How? I haven't even done anything yet. Oh boy. So
Target acquired.
weird. So at a guess, and this is only a guess, I think what happened. Let's see what's here.
Eliminated.
Not those things. I can tell you what. Oh, heck. Why did I drop down here? This was a bad idea. Bad idea.
Forming on the commander.
Oh, I don't want to do that button. There we go.
Target destroyed.
There we go. I made a terrible mistake. So we're just gonna have to charge in here, balls to the wall. I don't know what I just hit there.
Scratch that target off the list.
Target destroyed.
I'm just gonna walk over this thing, I don't care. Goodbye. I need to take out that.
Target acquired.
I got it.
Target destroyed.
Got it. Ooh, something had pulses. I don't like that. This is not going it all the way I wanted it to. So we're just,
Moving to your 6, Commander.
we're faking it here.
Got another one.
This thing dead.
Yeah.
Just gonna walk through it.
Neutralized.
Thank you.
Target
Got another one. Taking heavy damage over here.
Oh yeah, you are. You really are. Oh jeez.
Unable, Commander. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I need to crest this freaking ridgeline.
target acquired. Target destroyed.
Lost a component.
That's bad. That could have been something very expensive indeed.
Objective down. All right.
Oh, there it
All
is.
ammo warehouses have been confirmed as destroyed. It's a shame I couldn't get our guys down there to try to steal some of the goods. Oh well, the paycheck should more than make up for it.
I sincerely doubt that, my dear.
Target destroyed.
So the choppers, as you probably noticed,
Target
aren't
destroyed.
usually all that heavily armed. Oh dear.
Target acquired.
I'm going for the exit. I can't fight that thing.
We're on your target, Commander.
You can kill it though. What component? Oh shoot, my guys are beat.
Component loss. Tango eliminated.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes! Lost nobody. What components have I lost? I should be able to replace everything that they had equipped, so I'm not too worried. It's just going to be expensive. That was whew, edge of my seat, sweaty territory. Because things went things went horribly wrong very quickly. Wow, whole lot of not much. Jeez Louise. Okay, most of that is just to sell. Uh, if we're honest, I can work with that. 2.3 million C bills worth of damage taken. Yeah, we lost some components. We lost a leg. I'm pretty sure they lost the gun. The AC-20. Oh, he lost both arms. That's uh they gave me a spider. Why? Why? Ugh. And an SRM-6 and a burst fire AC-10. Well, those were all terrible rewards. Well, we'll see. Um, Jeez Louise. Did he lose the bad arm? Did he? Yeah, he lost both arms. That means I lost my ER large. I lost my medium pulses. Ugh. That is going to take some time to recover all that. Well, in any event, that is going to have to do it for me today. Uh, Hope you enjoyed. Sorry again that I wasn't around last week, except for my one Warframe stream where the stars aligned and I had some free time. I do other streams throughout the week. I do Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Mecha Mondays, where I do something giant robot related, um, or mecha adjacent. Uh, Warframe Wednesdays, where I do something Warframe related. And then Storytime Saturdays, where I usually read aloud either science fiction short stories, or in the case of what we're doing right now, doing a read through of Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash, a very entertaining cyberpunk thriller. If you like cyberpunk as an idea, a genre, a concept, and you have not, for some reason, read Snow Crash, you owe it to yourself at this point to check that out. So yeah, I stream to YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook. Feel free to tune in. I do them all at the same time of day, noon Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to give me feedback. And have a great week. Thanks, folks. A pleasure as always.